okay, everybody? I hope you're settled back into your school and classrooms now and that everything's going really smoothly for you. So, unfortunately, we can't come in to join you in assembly time, but we thought we'd share the stories like this, which is brilliant. So, let's get on with it, shall we? Now, for many years, the people of Israel had been waiting for God to send them a special person. But when this special person arrived, not everybody realised who he was. That special person was Jesus. We've already heard about the day he was born when we had the Christmas story a while back. But Jesus has grown up a little now. Listen hard to hear how old he is. So we're going to open the book on the story of the boy in the temple. What shall we do? Let's open the book.
Mary said,
"Excuse me, but have you seen my boy Jesus?"
I'm sorry to trouble you, but I can't seem to find my son. He's 12 and about so tall.
Again and again they asked, but Mary and Joseph found nothing but shrugs and sympathetic looks and, "Sorry, I can't help you." They were worried. They were scared. They didn't know what else to do. And what made it worse was that this should have been such a wonderful trip. Off to Jerusalem to visit the temple and celebrate the Passover holiday. But now they were on their way home and Jesus was missing. It was getting dark.
We've asked everyone we came with. No one's seen him.
Joseph snapped his fingers.
What about those boys, the ones from the next village? Jesus walked with them a while on the way down here.
I've already spoken with them. No one's seen him. Nothing.
And there's only one thing left to do. We must go back to Jerusalem and look for him there.
And so they went, retracing their steps, road by road, street by street, alley by alley, until they arrived, exhausted, at the temple.
Have
Said to one of the temple priests,
you seen a boy? He's 12 and he's about...
The priest grinned.
Have we seen a boy? We certainly have. His name is Jesus, right?
Yes,
Come with me.
but how did you know?
Come with me and I'll show you.
The priest led them to a corner of the temple courtyard. There was a crowd gathered, listening to one of the temple teachers. And seated, right at the teacher's feet, was Jesus. The priest whispered to Joseph,
The boy is remarkable. He's been going from teacher to teacher, asking the most amazing questions. And when the teachers quiz him, he answers with a wisdom well beyond his years. You should be very proud.
I'm certainly amazed. But I would be much prouder if he hadn't worried his mother and me half to death. We should be halfway back to Nazareth by now.
When the teacher had finished, Joseph and Mary rushed straight to Jesus. They hugged him and led him out of the temple. But it didn't take long before they told him how they felt.
What did you think you were doing? We were worried sick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you'd know where I was.
Then he looked back at the temple and whispered,
I was in my father's house after all.
Mary and Joseph looked at each other. Jesus took their hands and together they started off home.
So how old was Jesus in this story? Yep, 12 years old. This story reminds us that Jesus was a child who grew up just like you. He had a family who worried about him when he got lost, just like your family worry about you. Jesus had a mum and dad who loved him very much and cared about him being safe. Let's close our eyes for a moment and think of all those children in the world who don't have anyone to love and care for them. Just close your eyes. Now I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make it your prayer, say Amen at the end after me. Dear God, thank you for the people in our families who love us. Please help the children who don't have any family and find them someone to care for them. Amen.
Amen.